What's up everybody, Crusader here, and welcome back to Diablo 3. We are covering now the state of the game for Crusaders here in Season 9. And it's funny now, I didn't even intend for this to happen, but as we go further and further like down the list of the classes that I've intended to cover for this patch, it's kind of funny how like as we go down, we're also seeing less and less diversity among the classes and the different sets and builds that are viable for the season. Like I said, totally unintended, but let's go over it because that's what I'm doing for these videos. We're going to start off by not looking at season actually. We'll look at normal first because it's very interesting, kind of like what happened with the witch doctors, like this wild shift in and what's good, what's popular for climbing ladders. So here we are in non-season, in normal. Take a look at the hero details. And what do we have? We have the bombardment build. This has been popular for quite a while now for the Crusaders, using the Legacy of Nightmares, or no set, as sometimes it's also referred to, and that is pretty much dominating a large part of the leaderboards. Here we can see it again at number 3. We can probably keep going on and on and on, and we're going to continue to see bombardment build now because of the new faithful memory weapon that's been upgraded with a legendary power. Let's check number 1. Bam, there it is. The Seeker of Light set is now dominating with the changes to the faithful memory. Each enemy hit by falling sword increases the damage of Blessed Hammer by 60% for 10 seconds. Max 10 stacks. That is a huge boon to the damage output of the Hammer's build, and I can't tell you, like, I'm really happy to see this build, like the Hammerdin, to come back. It's one of the coolest builds in all of Diablo, I think, especially for the Crusader. I don't necessarily like the whole stationary casting part, but everything else about it is a really fun and cool build, I think, and it really fits the theme of Crusaders. I also really like that this can be converted very easily into a speed farming build, just a couple of skills swapped out, and you'll have your charging horse skill that has you flying, you know, speeding very quickly through rifts, be it normal rifts or greater rifts, and tearing things apart with hammers all over the place. And if we check really the top 10, the top 50, again, like the bombardment build before it is now completely dominating over the season ladders. So I mean, it's a nice shift in change to add another viable build to what Crusaders can do that is going to be very powerful for them. But kind of like I said with the Witch Doctors, unfortunately, it's not very even, is it? It's just like a giant jump ahead for one of the sets to now be the top performing build, like with the Spider set for the Witch Doctors, whereas before it was the Hell 2 set. Now everybody's using the Spider set. But you know, I'm sure Blizzard is keeping an eye on the situation. Maybe they even have plans to add new legendaries or something like that, possibly to the other builds. Who knows? Anything's possible. But there you go. That's what's good for Crusaders now in Season 9. considering the power of this build and how easily we can swap out a couple of skills, it's a great idea, I think, to also use this build for speed farming. And we can do that with the exact same pieces of the armor and weapons, the Seeker of Light set with the Johanna's flail and shield. And for the skills, it's a really easy couple of swaps of skills. For example, we don't necessarily need Iron Skin, so instead what we'll go for is we'll go for Steed Charge and the Endurance Root. So this is going to give us the capability of really like traveling fast across the rifts to look for those champion packs faster than we would just on foot, right? You can also swap out if you want to. I've seen some builds change out the Laws of Valor for Laws of Hope instead, and I believe it was Wings of Angels rune. Empowering the Law also increases movement speed for you and your allies by 50% and allows everyone affected to run through enemies unimpeded. So that's a nice boost right there, I think, to your overall speed in the rifts. Of course, you don't necessarily need indestructible anymore if you're dying on lower difficulties. You know, again, still, that's really not something that that you should need. Lord Commander would be what I would take instead. This is going to, of course, reduce the cooldown of Steed Charge by 25%, which is nice. And also Prophet. We don't need Prophet anymore for Akarat's champion. You really can't go wrong with changing out one of these rooms, but you should change it out from Prophet because you don't need, again, that extra life for your character. And that's going to pretty much wrap it up for the state of the game of Crusaders in Diablo 3. I realize that that's not a whole lot of information, but like I said, the number of good and viable builds for season play right now and climbing the ladders has really shrunken, or really not gotten that much better, I would say, for Crusaders, because yeah, the bombardment build that was the hype, you know, build for last season, or you know, before that or whatever, is now below what the Hammerdin build is now capable of doing. And there's so many other builds that could and should be buffed up so that way they can compete with each other, like what we've seen with the Barbarians, that has high competition between builds. Same with Demon Hunters, and even I would say with Witch Doctors. But for Crusaders, yeah, it's just all about the Hammerdin build. Hopefully we'll get to see Thorns come back, Bombardment come back, maybe even, who knows, maybe some sweeping attack, shield bashing builds. I would love to see that make a comeback as well. Hopefully it happens in a future patch not too long from now. Until then, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments section below. Click the like button to support Diablo 3 here on the channel, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next video. I've only got one more, and that's Wizard coming up soon. Thanks again for watching. This is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.